No.
He can do everything.
He can. And Bowser, he's good at the final boss.
Let's talk about the streaming schedule today. Friday, May 23rd, Wildcard Jam coming up shortly, followed by the women's final at 4:15 p.m. That's Pacific time, and the men's final will wrap things up at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So we're kicking things off with the Wildcard Jam, as we've mentioned, but then following that, we do women's final and men's final. Those are There's the women's final. Marjolaine Didal from the Philippines. You haven't seen her in a while. She'll be coming in first, followed by Arizona's Paige Hine. And then we have two Japanese skaters here today, Aoi and Miyu. And then Australia's finest, Chloe Cavell, will be wrapping it up. That'll be the women's final here in Santa Monica. Men's final. They'll be joined by two Wildcard Jam winners. And then there's already big guns stacked in this final tonight. Deshaun Jordan, Braden Hoban, who we just saw claiming he's not got nothing for the course. Shane O'Neill, he's a fill-in for Ryan DeCenzo, who just that's a heavy lineup.
Very heavy lineup. Shane switched double tray flip the actual Santa Monica triple set.
Wildcard Jam coming up.
Look at Sheckler too. So psyched to see him back up in the lineup.
It'll be cool to see what he brings to this triple set. Does he go for the stairs? Does he hit the gap out hubba, the rail? He's definitely a jumper.
He's a jumper. Yeah. I think he's setting sail.
Yeah, I agree. All of the skaters in the Wildcard Jam are competing for their chance to take on 8 veteran SLS pros. That's the deal. All the skaters in this Wildcard Jam, top 2, will move on. For more on the Wildcard experience, Sean Malto breaks down what's at stake.
What's up? I'm Sean Malto, and I'm here to talk about what's at stake. This is Street League's first time doing a spot takeover. Also doing a wild card round, which we're gonna see a lot of new faces, some legendary ones as well we haven't seen in a while, and it's gonna be a straight jam format. It's not instant scoring. We're just gonna have a live leaderboard and seeing names flip-flop, so it should be really exciting. The top 2 places get qualified into the finals as well. So a lot at stake there. It's gonna be really sick. And really, the most important thing of what's at stake here is whoever wins this will forever hold the bragging rights as the first ever winner of a spot takeover. So this is gonna be a dogfight. I think everyone's gonna be really excited. Everybody wants to walk away with these bragging rights. And not to mention the points to get you to the Super Crown.
Just kept leveling up years after that. Diego Nadera and Ollie traded.
Now let's send it back down to Alex, who's standing by with Shane O'Neill, who, based on his experience with the original triple set, should have something to say about this one. Alex.
Well, hey, thanks, guys. I am down here with Shane O'Neill. Now, Shane, you got switch 360 flip, double flip down the original set. How does it stack up to the recreation course here at the SLS Takeover?
I can't hear anything. I literally can't hear anything.
How does this look compared to the original triple set, in your opinion?
I walked up the original one. It's a little longer and bigger down there, but this is really good. Really similar.
And now you're stepping in for Ryan DeCenzo, who unfortunately rolled his ankle. What are your thoughts? What are you looking at right here on the course?
I just want to land a few tricks, and there's a whole bunch of people here. It's a nice day. It's going to be good.
Well, thanks so much, Shane. Thanks for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you out there in the mix. Everybody else, Santa Monica triple set takeover. Guys are going for it.
He sounds pretty relaxed and calm. When you think about our expectations for Shane O'Neill, you know, I want to see a little more energy.
Yeah, Shane's kind of a silent killer, though. You know, he's earned his right to be able to relax out there.
No, you're absolutely right. Be curious to see if he tries to break out the switch double tray again, or if he's like, nah. Like, are you kidding me? No, thank you. Do something different. So based on this current lineup of wildcard skaters, Angelo Caro, in my opinion, is looking really strong to do well in advance. He just placed third at Tampa Pro to win his spot in this wildcard jam, so it didn't come easy for him. And this dude is a beast. If you've seen him skate anywhere, especially best tricks, it's just non-stop hammers. He's got that South American passion too. You're not gonna hold him down. How about you, Sean? What you got?
No, but my man Art Cordova is a premier jumper. This is his specialty, and this is his best chance to make it in the Street League. I think he's gonna take full advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, we saw him skate in a couple events earlier this year. Consistency is the name of the game for him, and he can jump down the big stuff and make it look so easy.
And that's the thing about the jam format too. You know, you could just kind of catch a rhythm and keep going, and if consistency is gonna play a big key too.
Right, but only 2 skaters advance out of right now we got 13 people in the lineup, and there's skaters like Zion Wright, Tyson Bowerbank, Julian Agliardi, some new blood, Christian Jordan. These kids are hungry, and we know they're trained, and they haven't necessarily all proven themselves on a national stage. This is their chance. They're not going to let it pass them by.
Not at all.
We're getting some shots so far. Well, you can see the clock counting down right up there. Just over 3 minutes left.
And we'll be right back for the Wildcard Jam after a quick word from our sponsors. Stick around.
Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Kona Big Wave, bring the aloha. By Steak, America's favorite social casino. Sign up using the code SLS today. By Monster Energy, unleash the beast. By Wolfpak, never average, always a wolf. And by Dios Azul Tequila, embrace the spirit.
Manny Santiago has told us he's a vegan like 30 times. It's a good day.
That's just classic vegan behavior, really.
It is. It's a joke.
Kona Big Wave, Liquid Aloha.
Welcome back to the SLS Santa Monica Takeover presented by Kona Big Wave. And you could see from that shot, the crowd turned up. And they're gonna get a show here in this Wildcard Jam. It's moments away from kicking off. Take a look at the start list. Jake Alardi, first skater in, followed by Christian Jordan, Trevor McClung, Cordano Russell, Laser Crawford, Toa Sasaki, and Art Cordova. That's a heavy lineup just right there, but there's more. Angelo Caro coming out of Peru, Zion Wright, the Floridian. He knows how to throw down big tricks when it counts. Tyson Bowerbank from Salt Lake City. Julian Agliardi, young kid with poise and tricks for days. And then Yuri and Shackler. Now let's talk about how this event works with the basics. SLS Takeover Wildcard Jam format. The skaters will rotate through timed jam session. Judges rank skaters based on overall impressions, so don't be looking for individual scores after each trick. Top 2 skaters advance into the final. Those are the basics.
I think this is a really sick format. It's like there's so many different ways you can go about it. You want to land a bunch of tricks. You want to try 2, 3 really hard tricks.
Right, because you are sort of trying to figure out how many tries down this set skaters will get in the 30-minute format.
Yeah.
So what, you think it's maybe 20-ish, could be?
It just depends on how many bails. I think if there's a lot of makes, they might hold them for a second, but if there's some bails, I would say somewhere between 15 to 22.
Yeah. And so with overall impression, we don't know. Are they going to be looking for 2 or 3 big tricks made, or are they looking for 10 good tricks made?
Could be one insane trick.
Yeah, you're right. So our judges, as usual, we got Billy Marks up there, we got Kelly Hart and Big Cat. 3 judges. Manny Santiago is on the course, bringing the hype. He's not skating this event. He's got a sprained ankle. Otherwise, you know he'd be in there.
And Manny would kill this format.
Yeah. The varial heel to everything down the rail.
One of the most consistent skateboarders ever.
Our first skater in is 28 years old from Oxford.
So first in, Jake Alardi coming in first. We saw him skate SLS Miami. That was his first ever SLS event. It was cool to see. He is a dedicated skateboarder.
Very, very dedicated skateboarder. And as far as contest goes, he's historically done pretty well.
Absolutely. He's one of those guys, though, that hasn't won the big contest yet.
Oh, backside 360.
There we go.
Well, that was Christian Jordan. Okay.
Back 3.
That looked easy.
Yeah.
Christian Jordan is a mega talent. He's been one of those little kids that just grew up straight into it. Like, yeah, no problem. Got it.
Next guy in, Trevor McClung, has gone a different route. He's took care of the streets, which I always love.
Switch back 180.
Switch backside 180, classy looking. He looks like he has a good psycho sword.
I love that. Clean switch back 180, start to fill your board.
Right. I'm going to assume not too many people are going to want to flip their board first go down the triple set.
Let's get their legs going, but, you know, Cordano. Yeah. Nollie big spin back lip.
It's crazy to see a guy that big skate as just like smooth and casually as he does. I mean, he could break the ground when he lands, but instead just soaks it up, looks chill. Laser Crawford, he's a Tampa Am winner out of Arizona. His family's the most supportive ever. They're always with him, supporting him, bringing him around. Here he goes, first in.
Wow. So much for not flipping your board right out of the gate.
Yeah, I take that back. It's got, leave it to the kids though, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is his trick, hard flip. It's exactly how you want to do it. Caught perfect.
Toa Sasaki, this kid is another one. He's got a million tricks. He's good flying down big stuff. Super consistent. In for his first go.
Clean half cab crook. It's the first hubba trick we've seen.
What do you, if you're a judge right now, are you going to be looking for handing out bigger points for the triple set or the hubba or the rails?
I think triple set's going to be the highest scoring spot on the triple set for sure. The hubba's definitely the safest, and then probably gap trail. So triple set, gap trail, then hubba, I think in that order.
Got it. And then there's the triple set rail. If anybody hits that last one, that's gold.
Gap to kinker is pretty tough.
Yeah. A mini kinker too. Like you only got 2 inches. All right. Your boy right there.
That's my guy. That's my pick. Switch frontside flip.
Art Cordova.
Got a little sketchy on the landing, but it's a contest, you know. Oh, we're good. No toes, no hands. Let's see how the judges put him up the leaderboard.
Angelo Caro from Peru. He won his way in here with his 3rd place finish at Tampa Pro. Boom, 360 flip front board on the gap to rail.
Wow, our picks going back to back right now.
Now, a lot of these guys have been warming up. I'm just putting it in air quotes because it's like, it's kind of a weird warm-up to just be jumping down something all day. It's more like a beat down, but warming up for a few hours.
Yeah, to be honest, there's nothing else to skate. So like the warm-up, even when they got here, was alling the triple set.
All right, Zion Wright, one of Florida's finest. Big kickflip back lip attempt. And then Tyson Bowerbank coming out of Salt Lake City, along with Lizard King and Adam Diet.
I really like Tyson skating.
We know he's got a mean back 3, and there it is. I would love to see a 540 down the triple set. Because I mean, that was the trick he came out with, sort of, that put him on the map. Remember?
Yeah, he 540 to 10 stair. All right, look, we got Art in first, Angelo in second.
Okay. Julian Jang Agliardi. This kid is relentless. He's been around the world 100 times in the last few years, even at a young age, and he's just so good. We were just out at the Far and High contest in France 2 weekends ago. He was there, made finals, easy, killed it. He skates like a veteran. He's one of those kids.
Yeah, he's definitely been around every contest for a long time.
Yuri Ficini coming in next. Yuri's always been a very low-key killer. Like, you don't hear that much about Yuri, but he's incredible.
I've been on a couple trips with Yuri. I love his skating. He's a great dude.
All right, last skater in the order before we kick off the full 30-minute jam, Ryan Sheckler. Talk about a legend. He's 35 years old. He's been doing it since he was about 6. There's footage going back to, you know, Tampa Am days of Sheckler with a helmet with flames on it. He's a little tiny kid, ripping. He's literally been in the game for 30 years almost at 35. He came out into the game. All right, so kicking off the full jam, 360 flip. Jake
Oh, that's cool. So the time starts after their first trick.
So it would be fun to keep a count. I don't think I'm going to get the abacus out, but we'll see how many attempts they get over the next 29 minutes. Wow. Trevor going for the switch backside flip.
Oh, I like this. They're just dropping. Tornado.
Yeah, it's going pretty rapid fire now.
So Laser coming through with some strategy, making the trick.
Wow, that hard flip was incredible.
That was Toa Sasaki. There we go. Art Cordova actually falling on a trick. Weird. Okay, Angelo coming in real hot. 360 flip lip. Zion right. Going back to the kick flip lip. Still not quite. He got closer that time. Going for the Jeremy Ray back heel. Julian.
Wow.
Switch 270 front board.
I like this. This is kind of like an old school skate contest. Just fire them in.
Shaq's getting close again. Not quite. So yeah, it's been, took about, what, not even 2 minutes to get through everyone. So that would put us at like 15, 16, 17 tries if they keep up this pace. We'll see.
Yeah.
Cordano, tray flip, 50. All right, Laser. Laser had that shared part with Jocelyn. Jocelyn, who's already in the final. It'd be cool to see them teamed up in the final.
Yeah,
here.
and Laser's going the land a bunch of tricks route.
Could turn out to be very smart. But as skaters, oh, Angelo Caro, Nollie 270.
Angelo Caro's going to do really hard tricks and land them on.
Yeah.
He kind of has best of both worlds.
I think as we know the judges, I'm gonna guess this. They're gonna look for like the best tricks. They don't want a bunch of B grade moves. Not that anybody's doing B grade, but they're gonna look for the best stuff.
Yeah, because Laser's definitely landed the most, but he's in 6th.
Okay.
So, yeah, Art staying in that 2nd spot.
Yuri getting bucked off. Okay, Shaq's going for a half cab flip. That's a hard trick to do down a long, big stack, right?
It's hard, yeah, definitely to carry it distance, it's hard. And 2, you can't really tell, but the bank to drop in for the triple set is kind of steep. So I was talking to Cordano earlier about it, and going fakie and nollie, it's a little hard to get the right weight when you hit the set.
Right, and Cordano again and again. It's pretty close to the set. There's not a ton of, you're not going to be pushing a bunch either.
So it's like you drop, you set up, get down the bank, and you're right at the top of the set.
Yeah.
Okay, Cordano making it into that 2nd spot. Or 1st spot.
Apparently, cab back nose flip is not a peak. Not for him. Whoa! That was every flip trick that's ever existed.
Angelo might just have locked up the top 2.
Yeah. That's a lot.
We're watching it on a screen, and sometimes it's hard to tell, but that was 540 flip lip.
540 flip lip. He's done every tray flip variation you can do onto the cap to rail.
Tyson Bauer bank getting the backside heel.
Yeah.
They should have sort of like commemorative moves, like from all the ones that were done down the real triple set.
That would be cool, like switch heels where double because of costing.
Exactly. Okay, Shaq's.
That looks so sick when he does it.
Yeah, take a while to go for that big flip front board. Whoa, slow roll flip right there.
That was crazy slow. Oh! Who wants to see that switch backside flip?
Trevor McClung going
Arto almost switched backside flip the real one, which would have been so sick.
Where they're at right now, the kind of overall impression is being...
Looking at the real one this morning on the way in here, if you haven't been to it, the obstacles and the run-up and the things in the way and the ground and all that, it's all terrible.
Yeah, it's like you have to roll down the wooden slats of the pier as runway to the triple set and then dodge a bunch of poles and people, and the ground kind of sucks.
Respect for anyone who's even ollied it. And it's huge.
It's definitely big.
Classics. Tyson Bowerbank, Ollie Impossible. We'll be seeing that momentarily. All right, Julian Egliardi. Easy breezy.
See, Laser's kind of creeping, though. His strategy's working.
Slow and steady, wins the race. Could be. We got to get that, Shex.
I'm blind watching this from sidelines.
There we go. Christian Jordan, switch flip.
Shout out Arto, sorry.
That looks so beautiful the way he's doing that.
All right. Cordano coming in fakie. Fakie frontside 180, 50.
Warriors confirming
That's scary.
Yes, it's to the front board.
Toa.
Oh,
So close.
cab back nose blunt.
Oh, God, that was authoritative.
What does Angelo have for us next?
Oh, switch heel front board. I don't think anyone's going to touch Angelo in the next 20 minutes.
Switch heel, switch front board, coming out the forward.
But he did it, yeah. The way he
All right,
did it.
get this Ollie Impossible.
First go. Yeah.
Ah,
You're good, man. You're holding.
Julian back in.
Ooh, that's it.
I'm safe.
Big spin, hurricane.
Yeah, you already got it.
It's a nice one.
Check look.
All right, come on, Shex. Is there almost seems to be, there's got to be a cutoff age for jumping down big things.
I don't know, man. Reynolds been doing it for a long time.
That's true. And actually, I mean, DeCenzo just rolled his ankle, but DeCenzo's up there too, and he's handling it. But you gotta really do it consistently. You can't just occasionally show up and jump down stuff, because I think you gotta condition yourself to get blasted.
Absolutely.
What the? You saw me just drive?
Dude, that's a crazy one. We still have 21 minutes.
Yeah, we're not even a third of the way into this yet.
And Angelo's already done like 7 good tricks.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, Art. Oh my, this dude. Machine.
Angelo can skate it all.
Dishing him out. Zion going that cab back lip.
Wow, robbery.
Don't be sorry.
This is the first wildcard jam we've ever seen.
So close.
I think it's taking a lot of energy, especially jumping down a triple set. It's moving a lot quicker than I thought,
Dude,
actually.
he's going so fast.
Yeah, so if you win this wildcard jam and get one of the 2 spots in the finals, you gotta skate again.
Yeah, but the final slows down a lot. Because you know, that's the trick. You wait for the score. You kind of see replays. Re-rack.
And it's 7 tricks. It's
And
not
it's
a
7
jam.
tricks. It's 7 tries.
7 tries. So, Cordano.
Frontside half cap flip board.
So we got the word that it was 8 attempts in those first 10 minutes.
8.
Yeah, so that's creeping on 24 attempts in 30 minutes.
24 attempts. That's a lot of skating, especially when you're just jumping. It's not like you're skating a ledge or something low impact.
Zion, cab back lip. Here we go.
It's very odd to see Tyson not land that. Wow.
Did he get into hurricane?
That was a hurricane, big spin hurricane.
Beautiful.
That is so nuts.
just the first one Sheckler got to flip how he wanted. Just got it, it's like still trying to stretch it out. It's a long triple. It's beautiful.
So perfectly.
All right, Cordano again.
Frontside half cab and anything's so scary.
That's become his thing lately.
Yeah, it's completely blind, but he's so good at it.
Toe up.
Wow.
Catback nose blunt.
That's by far the best hubba trick we've seen.
Toa trying to work his way out of ninth.
Angelo just cruising in first.
And we are only taking
All right, this is guaranteed.
Top two out of this whole group, only the top two, so yo.
Wow, Julian, tray flip 50.
50.
Was that first try?
I might, yeah, I think that could get him into that second spot.
That is psycho. That's like dream tricks. You're just doing them first try. I'm glad I aged out years ago. Skateboarding got way too hard.
Christian Jordan coming in switch.
Wow. Switch big heel.
In third place, Christian Jordan could be working his way up.
Yes!
Look at that, Julian went in second. Let's see when the switch big heel gets logged.
That was the trick you wanted to see today, right, Tim?
Frontside half cab front 50. That looks simple, but that is so hard. If you're a skater, you know how hard that is, but if this is your first time watching skating, that is one of the scariest tricks you can try.
The switch big heel did put Christian Jordan up into second place then. We'll see what the frontside half cab 50 does for Cordano. So we're still not even halfway through.
No.
And I mean, that's one of those ruts you can fall into. Tyson Bowerbank, just he's landing on his board every time and not able to ride away. How do you explain it?
Yeah, it's triple sets. I mean, when you're jumping down something big like that, there's so much that can go wrong. Wheel bite, just like the slightest bit off in an angle, you'll slip out or stick. So it's not the easiest thing in the world. Especially on an impossible, your board can kind of fly in a lot of different directions.
The pit crew.
Oh. Fakey heel back lip attempt.
Laser. You're gonna have to see that again.
Maybe.
So Art Cordova was up in the top two. He's been unfortunately working his way down. He's in sixth place right now.
I must agree.
That's so frustrating.
It is.
That did not look real.
How did the board stay on his feet?
It was like a weird, car spin out or something like that.
What's happening here? I like that. Yuri, just slow it down a little bit.
We heard he needed a new board though, so maybe cracked his board now. Using a rental.
two will advance to the finals today.
I like this leaderboard switch up.
Yeah, no doubt. You see your eye on that. See where they're at.
Butters, burial heel, Christian Jordan. I wouldn't assume that's going to put him into the first place spot.
No, Angelo pretty much has that locked up unless someone really goes wild in the last 13 minutes, but...
I love Cordano's dismounts. He just kind of, he does a roll and handspring out. I don't know where he gets the energy. Laser, killing it, trying to crawl out of 7th place, trying to crack into the top 2. Ooh, cab nose grind.
Laser's strategy is pretty good. I mean, he landed a few, like, you know, normal-ish tricks for him, and then now he's starting to really ramp it up.
Angelo Caro, backside flip piggy nose grind to kind of lay 180. We'll see if he tries to do that again or just takes that and moves on. Wow, Zion.
There we go. That counts.
Does it?
That counts for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I would assume he's going to take it and move on.
There we go.
Sick. Sheck's brought his whole family out. He's got his kids in tow. First time they've seen him skate as a pro skater. Like in a contest.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good for him.
7 million tricks.
And that's why he's currently in that 2nd spot.
Yeah, we got just over 12 minutes left right now.
Whoa. Cab lip. Frontside cab lip. Sorry.
Front cab lip.
Do not turn your head for a second. You all good? You're laughing, but I'm scared for your life right now.
Toe up.
We need good people like you, good-looking people like you in the world, so be careful. Be careful. Angelo Caro, so close to that one.
Dude, the stamina of all these skaters right now is next level.
Kickflip back lip. Zion.
Dude, front heel.
You can see the pace is slowing down a little bit. Julian, little unsportsmanlike conduct with the frontside heel flip.
That's funny. Is that okay in a contest? Like, we know it's not okay at the spot.
In a contest, for sure.
Okay.
It's just, it's free for all. Try to land anything.
Hey, what's the rule against doing a trick right after
11 minutes still to go.
I want to see a straight nollie flip or a fakie flip. Here we go.
Shout out Cody Mack then. Nollie flip the original.
Cody Mack.
Yeah.
Legendary.
I think he was over people with back spins.
Yeah.
It was like, roll out the back lip still. Yeah, coach is out, you going back cab, sitting nose grind.
Did Toa not already do cab biggie nose grind?
I think he cab front nosed it. Oh, no, he cab back nose blunted it. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. And Angelo did that, but did it sloppy and trying to clean it up, and now he's stuck on it. So.
I don't think Angelo's really worried about much.
Julian could come through in these last 10 minutes,
That
though,
is
real
for
strong.
sure.
And Christian Jordan with a few more tricks, things can change.
But what's good about Angelo's lead is I think in his mind, he's like, if he lands this backside flip nose grind solid, that's really all he needs to do. So he did the work early, and now he's just going to work on this like last trick.
Okay, so they're at 14 attempts now after the first 20 minutes. So it has slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it would have been, oh, that was nice. Switch backside flip.
That's amazing.
Dude, I is unbelievable.
We just got blessed by Lil B, Brandon Turner in the booth.
One of the sickest skaters.
Dude, if he could just roll out and switch hard this real quick.
I think we need to sign a petition for him to do that.
We're in the final stretch of this right now. Final stretch. But still plenty of time.
Whoa.
Lil B probably switch hard flip the real triple set. Just as easy.
Good save. So Angelo Caro in that top spot, followed by Christian Jordan. With your leaders right outside that bubble, we got Julian Edgar in the third place spot at the moment.
Still has a chance right now, going down that list. Who could crack in?
I mean, Julian for sure. Cordano and Laser. They're all pretty close to that second spot. I think everybody that's in, you know, 8th down just better start trying to do the hardest trick they've ever done in their life.
But you can see with every attempt, it's getting more and more difficult. They're flailing a lot more.
Starting to get tired. It's a lot of jumping.
Was that like a 540 right there?
That's
I
wild.
think he's got the stamina. Looks like he's been hit with Jim.
Yeah, we can't count out the big guy.
Nah.
Cordano's in 4th currently.
By the look of it, too, it looks a little slippery down there. So you got to land pretty square.
There we go. Angelo, backside flip, nose grind.
I think he could start to relax a little bit. Ooh, that front heel is looking nice.
Julian going for that back heel. He's in 3rd, trying to crack into that top 2 and run it out of time.
There we go. See, I like that. Just start going for something special.
Dude, it's so close.
Jake Ghilardi, it's not surprising to see people fall in skateboarding because we all know how hard it is, but he is famous for his consistency on stuff like this, so he has not had a very good wildcard jam for his standards so far. It's a little surprising.
Absolutely, but again, it's not the easiest spot in the world.
No, it's not. Laser, hard flip back lip in 5th place. See if that moves them up at all.
Also crazy to do a backsmith on a rail that fat.
I agree.
Oh, so close.
Oh, Anthony Costin's life almost ended, but he's all good.
Wow. Tray flip nose grind?
So
I think he just tray flip nose grinded the gap to rail. I couldn't tell if it was nose blunt or nose grind.
That's insane.
Nose grind. It was 3 flip nose grind.
With 1 minute left, it's going to be a complete free-for-all of tries. They're going to break the order, and you can go as many times as you want or can stand in the final minute.
I love that.
And I guess, I mean, you could go while other people are going too.
Oh yeah, that's what happens. Everyone's going to be on top of each other. That takes a lot of mental skill to be able to block people jumping all around you out.
Right. Like if somebody's kicking you out of a spot and you're trying to skate it and your mind is all over the place and you can't focus on the trick.
And that's kind of like the real triple set too, because if you go to the real triple set, there is so much foot traffic.
After that final minute, then each skater will have one last try at whatever they want, with no time limit on that one. That'll just be final tries, just like it was first tries at the beginning of the jam.
Yeah, watch yourself. Me.
But it's possible. I mean, we have 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Angelo back in.
Oh my, what?
Bigger flip front
It
line.
really has the tray flip into whatever down.
That's not a trick I ever even thought of anybody ever doing. That is insane right there. Whoa! Yo, massive front heel. Popping so good on it. Ooh, going for the sugar cane, I think, on the gas rail. Julian Aguiliardi. Wow, Yuri.
I think it could get interesting if Cordano can land this frontside cab.
Angelo Caro.
And then we want to see Shex make the backside flip, just for old time's sake.
Just right outside there in that third place spot so far. Going for the big spin back tail, Jake Alardi. Wow,
How do you feel after,
What a tough spot to be in,
maybe
too.
after a session like this, the next day, the day after the next day?
Keep going.
I mean, these guys will be good. They're all conditioned up. Cordano's basically a
Cordano coming in fake.
high-level athlete.
Whoa!
Wow.
Was that fakey heel?
Fakey heel, straight to a backflip. Yeah, if you thought he was tired, he's just doing backflips. I would be out for a week. I think this could kick Cordano into that second spot.
Okay, so Christian Jordan in second, better watch out.
Backflip was impressive too. He could have done another one. He had time to spare. Airs to spare.
Looks like Cordano's in fourth now.
Zion going for the big spin. Down that triple set.
All right, now we are actually getting down to the wire.
Yeah, we are just under 2 minutes right now.
This is the 20th attempt.
20th attempt? Wow.
That's the intel I just got.
I got the intel.
Oh!
Well, I got intel, I got stats.
Yep.
Data.
There we go.
Yes! Classic Shex.
Lean backside flip.
Oh, he's in that
Okay.
Tail to Faggy.
And I think that last minute
So
is just gonna
I
be
believe
go
this is
all in.
20th attempts, could be 21. Lots of goes down this triple set. Cordano back in. There we go. Front cab lift. What do you think? Christian Jordan in second might get bumped here?
He might get bumped.
Because top
And
two
then,
advance.
here we go, free-for-all.
This is the free-for-all final minute.
Yeah, we might just need a locked-off shot just to be able to catch everything.
Yo, make some noise, everybody! Don't come in! Watch yourselves!
So far, no one really using this 1 minute. There we go.
Laser with the cab.
Nollie heel.
That was a wild final minute.
That
I'll say
was
that.
very wild. But what I do like about this kind of reset for one last trick,
Let's take a look here at the Wolfpak standings before the final trick. Angelo Caro and Christian Jordan up on top. What could Julian, Cordano, and Laser, and Toa, and Art do to get in there? Can they?
I think they can. And I feel like as far as overall impression goes, for the last trick that's really impactful, I think they could push somebody into that second spot for sure, other than Christian.
How far down do we go? Does Art still have a chance? Does Toa in 6th? Does Laser in 5th?
I would say probably stops at Art.
Well, just here's an update. Julian Agliardi is actually already in 2nd place. His standings just came, they just got updated.
So that 1 minute helped. So here we go. This is a big try for Christian.
That's it.
And
that was
it.
the try. Wow. A little bit of a shocker there at the end. Going from making the cut to not.
Trevor's in.
Trevor McClung, final go, switchback 3. That's a beautiful trick.
Beautiful trick, and he's such a sick skater.
Next skater in, currently down in 4th.
Laser could do it. Or Cordano. Thought Laser was up. Cordano.
Yeah.
He for sure can do this.
Oh! Wow! Fakey heel back lip.
I think that should put him into that second spot. Just the pressure, doing it on the last attempt, and there it is.
There you go. Cordano Russell gets it done on that last try. He took the fakey tricks to the ultimate maximum here in this Wildcard Jam, and it paid off. Laser's gonna stay in 6th. Toa Sasaki in next. He's in 5th. He's gonna have something huge. He's gonna need it.
Oh, going for the hard flip revert.
All right, Art Cordova. He's in 7th place.
Your current leader, Angelo Caro. Gosh, what else does he have?
Angelo Caro, I think he's got this locked up, so does he give anything away that he might do in the final?
I think he only has one speed.
True.
I want to see this bigger flip front blunt. I hope he goes for that.
We'll see if he gets back to that in tonight's final.
We got Zion right.
Love Zion.
Yeah, Zion.
Great dude.
We got Tyson Bowerbank.
Tyson's final try here. Backside 360 with a kickflip.
All right, this is where it gets interesting.
Last chance for Julian Agliardi to jump up into the top 2. Can he do it?
Going for the sugar cane. That was it. Julian Cordano kind of stole one out from under him right there, but that's how it is. These wildcard jams comes down to the last tries.
They all killed it, but you're right. If you have one last try to make your point and you do it, and the other people don't,
and you do a fakey heel back lip,
point taken. So we got Yuri Ficini and Ryan Sheckler still to go. Yuri is in 13th. Shex is in 11th. They're not going to be making it, but you always want to go on a high note.
Yeah.
One last send-off for Ryan Sheckler here in Santa Monica.
And last, but certainly not least, we've got Ryan Sheckler.
Whoa! That was a good-looking try. I wish he'd have gone for that a little earlier. All good. Props to Ryan Sheckler and all the skaters here in the Wildcard Jam. Santa Monica Takeover presented by Kona Big Wave.
The crowd wants one more. You want to see that cab flip?
I liked it. That was chaos.
Yeah, that was some chaos, and you could see we saw the ebb and flow of the skaters' energy levels. Sheckler's still out there trying the cab flip now. He's a skate rat. You gotta love that. Now we're gonna send it down to Alex White.
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm down here with Angelo Caro. Angelo, you just qualified for the men's final. You were so methodical and poised and slow with things. How do you have that that composure under this amount of pressure?
Oh, wow. This is my dream, you know. So I wait for this moment all the time, So I told today with me, I say, okay, Angelo, this is the day. So you're skating for all year. You're skating with pros. It's your moment. So yeah, I feel motivation. I feel so excited for try my tricks. I think this is a secret for get it.
And the big flip front blunt, are you going to bring that out in the men's final? Try that again?
I think so, yeah. I needed first my security tricks. Maybe when I have more tries, I get it.
Well, a seasoned competitor. Wonderful job, Angelo. See you in the final. That was a heater. Good job.
We got Andy Anderson out there on the court. Where Andy Anderson fans at?
Congratulations, Angelo Caro, moving on, along with Cordano Russell. Take a look at the Wildcard Jam final results. We've got Peru and Canada up on top. And Julian Agliardi and Christian Jordan, really, those guys were up in the mix, trading the lead here and there, being in the top two. Unfortunately, both of them getting bumped out right there at the finish by Cordano Russell. Great Wildcard Jam. A lot of huge tricks. How about some highlights? Number one qualifier out of Peru, Angelo Caro, 360 flip front board. Oh, switch hurricane.
It pretty much tray flipped into everything. Tray flip, nose grind.
When you're shocking yourself, you know you're ripping. Good job, Angelo Caro. It's good to see. Andy Anderson is taking to the course, doing a freestyle demo. Jean jacket, helmet, shades. It's a good time out here at the beach. The energy really couldn't be better. Everybody's stoked. There's Andy Anderson. Always trying something wacky, but always making something wacky. The thing that blows my mind is he's not just like, oh, he's doing weird tricks. He's blowing minds with insanely difficult, weird tricks that only a genius could come up with. I love it.
And he lands mostly everything he tries. I skated a skate park with him one time, I think, for 30 minutes, and he didn't fall once. Well, he's falling now. Oh, it's kind of a make. I just took a look around down the pier. It is packed out here.
to land 3 tricks. Do you already have a game plan?
Men's final coming up. Take a look at this. Look at the top left of your screen. Julian Agliardi making it into the final after all. That's the update. Cordano Russell in there. Angelo Caro, #1 wildcard finisher, also in there. And then the pre-seeded big guns, Deshaun Jordan, Braden Hoban, Shane O'Neill, Alex Midler, Louis Lopez, Chris Jocelyn, and Yuto Horigome. That is gonna be a great final. We've got women's final coming up, followed by men's final tonight. You're watching SLS Santa Monica Takeover, presented by Kona Big Wave.
Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by 10X Health. It's not one size fits all. It's health personalized for you. By Lucy, next level nicotine pouches. By True Skate. True control, true skill, true skate. And by Stake, America's favorite social casino. Sign up using the code SLS today.
Kona Big Wave, Liquid Aloha.
International Fight Week, it's gonna be nuts. 4 title fights are on deck, and champions will be crowned.
This is the first man Dana White saw the inspired power slap.
Oh, doubling, my God!
But the Hawaiian Hitman is gonna try and get revenge for his brother. The king is back. The very first champion in 2 different divisions.
The light heavyweight title is on the line. Toughness is going to be the difference.
Expect a very explosive matchup.
They have some things to prove.
Where's that 25 belt, baby?
Our first ever women's title fight. Paige Van Zandt is back.
I came in to knock bitches out.
The biggest stars in Power Slap. Coming to you from the beautiful Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, where history will be made.
Get your tickets at nitrocircus.com.
Kona Big Wave, Liquid Aloha.
Sounds going for us, DJ 5.
What's going on? What's going on? We're down in the VIP area. We're back here because we're giving away the VIP tickets. It was so hectic earlier, we had to pull them back here. What's your guys' name?
Almendra.
Eduardo. So I want to congratulate you guys with the Kona Big Wave VIP tickets. You got 2 tickets, you got your gift bags. What's your story? How did you get here? Where are you from?
I'm from Argentina.
I'm from Brazil. And what's the story? How'd you get here today?
Hey man, we were just excited about the post. I love skateboarding and I'm pretty hooked to that culture.
Yeah, I just love him and I follow him.
That's a good partner. Are you gonna propose right now? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, congratulations! Oh my God, look at that! What a beautiful timing thing. You've been to a street league event before.
San Diego, yeah.
And what was your take on that?
Wow, a dream come true, you know what I mean? It's crazy being here, seeing all the people that I watch since I'm a kid. It's really a dream come true.
And what about this one here at the Santa Monica Pier Street League Takeover? This is amazing. What's your take on this one?
Hey man, and the hometown, you know what I mean?
He's so excited. We're so excited to see her.
All right, well, congratulations. We're going to the girls soon. And you guys have a good time. Back to you guys. Thank you guys. Come the big wave in the house.
All right, so that was an incredible start to this event with the men's wild card. We got the women warming up right now. We got the women's finals kicking off at 4:15. So stay around. They're going to be doing their thing, putting on a little show in the meantime as they get ready. And in the meantime, we're going to shoot it over to Manny Santiago.
All right, guys, we got a bit of a surprise right now. We got Atlas Miller in the house. I just found out Natch is going over to the disorder booth to do a signing right now. As a gym partner disorder, you have to go.
I just found that out too.
So go.
I wanted some water. Can we get some water over there and I'll do it?
All right, so go over to the disorder booth. They're going to do a signing. Natch is using Alex Miller and the rest of the team. Back to you guys.
Taught you how to charge more when they bang for you. On the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you.
All right, so like I said, the women are warming up right now, and they're going to kick it off at 4:15 with the women's finals. But the format is switching up for the finals. It's going to be different from our wild card format. The way it's going to work, they get 7 single tricks. You can see it up on the big board right now. 7 single tricks. The top 3 scores count toward the final score. If there is a tie, the tie is broken by the highest single trick score. So 7 single trick attempts, top 3 scores count towards their score. That's the way the finals are going to work for the women, and that's the way the finals are going to work for the men. Switching it up from the wild card. And this is what the judging is based on execution, degree of difficulty, variety, and style, of course. Gotta make it look pretty. Make it look pretty. And we got the scoring, the way it works. We got 3 judges. 3 judges score each attempt on a 10-point scale. The average of the 3 scores will be rounded to the last decimal right there. So 3 judges, 3 scores. Trying to read it off the board up there. Oh yeah, who do we have judging up there? We got Kelly Hart. We got Billy Parks. And then Scott Pfaff. We're at all the street leagues judging. We got them here on the Santa Monica Pier judging. So as I always say, if you don't like the way the scores shake out, they're right there. Go get them.
Leave those judges alone. They're the best in the biz. But don't screw it up either, Kelly.
Southern California, the birthplace of skateboarding itself, the hub of skate culture and the home of so many skate superstars and legends. And today begins a brand new chapter in the SLS story with the first of its kind, Spot Takeover Santa Monica, presented by Kona Big Wave, with a tribute to the world-famous triple set that's been a proving ground in skateboarding going back for over 2 decades now. We're on the world-famous Santa Monica Pier, and the energy here has been turned up to 11, celebrating everything skateboarding and where it's headed next out here. And the best part, it's all free for everybody out here today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Paul Zitzer, along with Sean Malto. Sean, we just saw a crazy men's wildcard jam, chaos. We have women's final about to begin. What's the general vibe out here, though?
General vibe is, it is electric, man. There's so many people. That wildcard jam was insane, but now we're here. Now we're to the finals, and this is more intentional. This is more pressure, and so I'm excited to see the tricks go down.
Let's take a look at the skaters we're going to see tonight in the women's final. First in, coming out of the Philippines, will be Marjolin Didal, followed by Paige Hine out of the USA. Then we have 2 Japanese skaters, Aoi Uemura and Miyu Ito, and then the Australian, Chloe Cavell. Sean, who do you like?
A lot of sick skaters, but I've said it in the past, and I'm going to continue to say it. I really love Aoi Uemura's chances. She's so sick. She has the trick selections, and she has heart. You know, this is a very uncomfortable spot to skate, and she pushes her comfort level to the brink every contest. So I'm excited to see what she's going to bring.
Hands down favorite right there, Chloe Cavell from Australia. She just came off a 2nd place finish in Miami 3 weeks ago. She's won 4 of the 10 SLS stops she's skated in, and she's great at jumping down big obstacles. I'm going with Chloe all the way.
It's a good pick.
Now let's talk about how this event works with the basics. SLS Takeover Best Tricks format. Each skater gets 7 single trick attempts. Their top 3 scores count towards their final score, and the tie is broken by the highest single trick score. Those are the basics. It's real straightforward out here, Sean. Every skater gets 7 tries, 3 count.
Love it.
Now we're going to send it down to the 3rd member of our team, Alex White.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Sean. Now, I want to make a point that no woman has ever ollied the real Santa Monica triple set right behind us. And in this takeover right here, we're sensing a little bit of nerves. You know, Margie said to me, this isn't Margie size. But a little bit of wind puffing up too, got Chloe on her edge a little bit too. So a little bit of nerves up on the deck to start off this women's final, but I'm sure the women are gonna come through. A lot of camaraderie, a lot of friends up here. It'll be fun.
Can't wait to see it. Sean, I think there is, of course, nerves in skateboarding, but this is a very different atmosphere than we typically see in an SLS arena stop.
Yeah, arena's, you know, a little more controlled. It's a little more chaotic out here. And 2, triple set is big set to be going down, especially with the elements of wind.
Right.
Gets a little scary.
And so in some ways, like a lot of times skaters will be nervous because they want to do their best in front of the crowd. Here you might be a little nervous just because it's gnarly. Like it's no joke skating this triple set. But I'll say this. This is a replica. It's not the triple set. We talked earlier about what the real one is. It's not all that it's cracked up to be in terms of like a perfect spot.
No, it's definitely not a perfect spot. I know this is a replica, but this is still pretty big. The triple set is not too far off from the real one, but you're right. You got perfect runway, perfect landing.
If we're
Chloe
talking,
seems to be handling it very well. She actually was talking about skating the real one after this, but we'll see.
That's what we need to see.
Yeah.
All right. What would you recommend strategy-wise coming into this with 7 tries only, 3 of them counting?
You know, this is a different kind of a obstacle to skate than what we usually see. I think staying on your board is going to be a really big thing here. I don't think we're going to see a ton of makes, so I think just try to pick 3 good ones to land and then just start hucking on those last 4 attempts.
Right, so lock down 3 scores and move on from there.
And then just try to, I would say, just aim for that one big trick to try to get you over the hump.
That makes sense. Now, there are skaters that are not here. One of them, notably, Isa Leal. She would be another one who could be an easy pick to win. She's not here, so that opens the door up some.
Yeah, and she won the first event, so we will have a new winner of a takeover spot today.
Personally, I want to see Marisa Del Santos skate it, but leave that one out for now.
Next takeover.
Taking a look at some of the guests out here this weekend. Felipe Gustavo and his wife. VIP booth. I don't recognize anybody in there, though. They're YouTubers galore. No, I don't know. I can't see, honestly. Our screen's a little dim. My eyes are bad. There's a lot of people here, though. Everywhere you turn, there's a pro skateboarder, whether they're skating in the contest or just here chilling. I mean, it is California.
Yeah, there is a Machine Gun Kelly out there, too, somewhere.
Wait, you're talking about Laser? Or the real Machine Gun? Okay. So the real goal here this weekend was to just celebrate skateboarding, present the pier with pure skate culture. Obviously they rebuilt the triple set. They got the best skaters in the world here. There's all the food trucks serving the great, delicious food of Southern California. And I saw Dave Duncan out here earlier. Boom, what more do you need?
There we go.
The voice of skateboarding. We should bring him in.
Absolutely, we have a third headset.
So it's been a fun weekend. And here are the skaters in the final. From the Philippines, Marjolaine Vidal.
Getting her back from Chandler, Arizona, Paige Hind.
Coming in from Japan, 16 years old.
Malto's pick, Aoi Urimura from Osaka, Japan. She's only 16 years old. She's beast mode, though.
Back-to-back Japanese skaters, Miyu Itu. She is so sick.
Hands down favorite, the Australian. Only 15? Come on. Chloe Cavell. You think Chloe's got a switch flip down this triple?
I 100% know she could do it.
Yeah.
Just depends on if she needs to or wants to.
True, true.
It's honestly, too, a little cold out here.
Well, it's windy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're up high. It's freezing. It sounds weird, but down there it's hot, though. On the course, boiling.
We asked Chloe. She said it's definitely windy, but it's not.
It's cool coming to a spot like this, and you look around and you see those famous curves everybody skates, the little round ones, and then we're just right up the beach from the famous Venice spots.
The sand gaps.
The sand gaps with the ledges, yeah. I mean, everywhere you look out here, you get a taste of it. Your favorite spots from videos going back to the 80s, for sure. They're all here. It's cool.
Legendary place.
Legendary place.
Going with a board slide.
Smart.
It's smart. I think that was very, very conservative. Didn't seem like she got on all that easily either. I think that gap trail might be a little tall for her.
Aoi Urimura coming in next. Her first of 7 attempts here.
love that. I think that's perfect. That's like kind of the mid-range trick. Back lip on the gap to rail.
6.1, great score.
Setting the bar.
6.1 right there.
And to remind everybody watching, the stakes are high this weekend here too. 25 grand for first place for starters. And Super Crown Championship points on the line as well. The top 8 skaters at the end of the season in takeover points are guaranteed a spot into the Super Crown. Top 12 skaters in arena points are also guaranteed a spot in the Super Crown. Top 2 in overall points are guaranteed a final spot in the Super Crown. So a lot at stake here in Santa Monica as we kick off this takeover format for the first time ever, and Chloe Covell is in. Butters.
Perfect kickflip.
So not really playing it safe. Maybe for her that's relatively safe, but it's still flipping your board down a triple set. Everything can go wrong.
Yeah, that was a little more aggressive than I actually thought she would come out with, but kickflip triple, 7.5. And that triple set is going to score a lot higher than the other 2 spots.
Well, what's your opinion about scoring flip tricks down a gap versus non-flip rail tricks?
Flip tricks down a gap is definitely a lot more risky. A lot more could go wrong, and it'll score way higher. The hubba and the gap trail are a little easier to control. But Marge handling that nose grind on the gap to hubba.
That was nice.
Yes. I love it.
So on Margie's second attempt, getting a 5.8. Staying in the mix, just like that.
Holding it down for the Philippines.
Paige Heim back in. Coming in, switch.
Switch ollie down the smaller set. Definitely going safety first.
Maybe playing the smart strategy though. Going for 3 scores and then step it up.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. I think she's going a little too conservative. Especially with Chloe and Owie. Just missing the lock on that backsmith.
Moving on to Miyu, her second attempt. 0 for 2. 3 scores count out of the 7. So you got 4 bails, then you got to make 3 if you really expect to have a chance to win. Chloe Covell in for her second attempt, coming off a 7.5 kickflip. Oh! How clean.
So clean. It was definitely not the flick she wanted. She is a really good heel flip, but kind of missed it, but still was able to wrangle it back under her feet.
Scores in 8 even.
8 even. So just like that, Chloe with a huge lead. Only needs to put down 1 more trick to have 3 on the board. Margie taking a look through those speed shades.
Yeah. She didn't want to risk skating things in practice, so I think this is the first time she's really skating most of it. Some people are like that. They just wait till it's time and start hucking.
Paige coming in switch again. Going for the switch front board on the gap out.
Barely getting those front wheels over.
Next up, we got Aoi all the way from Osaka, Japan.
Aoi trying to put down her second make. There we go. The signature cow pants.
To the signature backsmith.
Okay.
Curious to see how. Yeah, tipped enough. On a Smith grind like that, it's always nice if your board it touches the ledge of the rail. Hers didn't dip off that much, but it definitely got the wheels under.
Good enough for second place, but even with Chloe and Aoi, 2 scores on the board, still over a 3-point separation in those scores. Miyu looking for a make.
Front blunt, the gap to Hubba.
Aoi's score was a 6.2 on the gap backsmith.
So Miyu's definitely going for it, but she's gonna have to put something down quick. Chloe looking for her 3rd make in a row.
The signature switch flip. Just a little too much flick.
Man, we are cooking through this.
Margie back in. What?
What was happening?
She's going for a late flip?
I guess so. I thought it might be an Antonio Durrell style, just foot off wherever. All right, Paige switch.
We want to see it, Paige. You got it.
You can see, like, you kind of tell it's a little tall for her. It's not fully getting squared up on the switch front board.
Every time I see it, I'm like, boom.
So right now it's between Chloe and Aoi. Aoi trying to put down make number 3, and she does it. Gap out back 5-0.
Gap 5-0, definitely a little easier and more consistent than the backsmith.
4.7. So she's in the lead, but only because she has 3 scores on the board. As soon as Chloe puts down another trick, assuming she does, she'll regain the lead.
You know, at least Aoi is putting the pressure on it a little bit.
Absolutely, she's playing it smart. Doing the right thing. Oh yeah! Gap out front blunt, Miyu. How does that stack up against like gap out back Smith?
That's definitely harder, especially on a hubba. Just gauging how the wheels slide on top and then be able to pull it out. Sometimes too, the wax gets caked on the wheel, so it's a little harder to roll away from that. 7.8, good score.
Miyu moves up to 3rd place. Now, we're back to Chloe Covell.
Okay, so Chloe going for the switch flip. That's 2 falls in a row. So 3 attempts still to go. She's gonna have to make one of them. Margie back in. Let's see if she tries this late flip. Trying to climb out of the basement.
Whoa.
Margie is very Manny-esque. Plays to the crowd, feeds off the stoke, and provides the stoke too. I love it.
100%.
Paige Hine, back to the switch gap out front board. Not happening exactly what you're talking about, Sean. Should she change her strategy, do a different trick?
I don't know. It's one of those where she does need something pretty powerful, and switch front board is definitely a solid trick. So,
owie! Whoa!
Wow!
Bionic heel banger.
That one flicked nice too. That was a perfect heel flip. It was done down the smaller part of the stairs, not down the triple set.
Chloe got an 8 for her heel flip. We'll see what Owie gets for a better executed one. Smaller set, 7.
Smaller set,
yeah.
7.0. You know what's funny is it's not even that much smaller. I think it's a stair. So Owie could have took that to the triple set.
Or
almost just as easy.
Technically, it's the same height.
Same height, and it's still, you see the takeoffs pushed back.
Yeah. Huh.
I want to say it's really only a stair difference. But you got to go to the triple if you want the points.
All right, Chloe coming back with the switch flip. Okay, it's getting a little bit of a pressure situation now for Chloe because she has 2 attempts left. And after a start like that, 7.5 and 8.0, followed up with 3 bails in a row. But we know Chloe's a clutch skater.
Back to the top of the order.
Margie back in.
Who knows what she's going to do?
There we go. Gap out 5-0 on the rail. There's Tim O'Connor on the mic with Andrew Cannon, bringing it to the house. These guys are doing great work down there.
Gap 5-0. Looks like wood, but definitely metal.
5.1. So Margie in 3rd place with 2 scores on the board.
This is interesting. I wonder what Chloe's strategy is going to be. First, Paige Hine in.
So Paige sticks with the strategy of all in on the switch front board. She'll have 2 attempts still to go.
Owie's trying to drop that 6.1.
Oh, no. Wow. Really impressive. And actually, you have less time on the double set than you do in the triple set. Oh!
For the half cab heel.
That's wild. Really hard. All you do is go up even further. Right on that top spot still.
Miyu in next, coming off that gap front blunt. Where does she go from here?
Oh.
Nice looking hard flip.
That flipped perfect. It's got a little away from her.
So, final attempt before the re-rack.
She only needs a 3.9.
She needs to make this.
It looks like she's going to go back to this switch flip.
And she doesn't need it. But if she lands it, it's going to put a ton of pressure on Owie.
She wants that one back. What, overflip?
Yeah, just her first try is almost too much flick of the shoe, and that one, it flipped too much. So somewhere in between the last couple attempts.
So Aoi Urimura from Japan, current leader. And here is the re-rack. Paige Hine will be coming in first. Miyu in next. And then our top 3 get last goes. Margie, Chloe, and Aoi will have final say. Is based on current standings in reverse. Last trick attempts coming up.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Here we go. Paige Hine trying to crack into the top 3 here. That looked like a better attempt.
Yeah, it was almost, she had a better throwdown, but still couldn't get all the way on top of the switch front board and slipping out.
Miyu Ito needs a 3.2 to get onto the podium. Nice try.
Yeah, the catch is there, just dropped off her feet.
So the podium is set. The order is not. Margie needs an 8.5 to move into the lead. Whoa! That could have been it. That's a wild one.
So close.
Late back foot heel flip. Is that what it was?
That's what that was.
That is rare. Top 2, still to skate. Chloe Cavell sitting in second place. All she needs is a 3.9 to move into the lead.
And for her, that's, she could do basically any of her stock tricks on the hub or gap to rail, but looks like she really wants this switch flip.
This is a $25,000 switch flip right here.
It all comes down to this right here, right now.
She does it again. Sean, she's proven so many times how clutch she is.
She was just playing with us this whole time. She only lands a switch flip when she really needs to. And she pulled it off last try.
Another look.
Look at that. Still didn't flick exactly how she wanted to, but it's a contest and you try to land everything, and she's flexing on him with that.
So we're gonna have a new leader in Chloe Cavell with the 8.3. She has an overall score of 23.8. The question is, what does that mean for Aoi in her final attempt?
Is there a...
That's it. It's over. Chloe is the winner of the first ever takeover from Santa Monica, but let's see what Aoi's got for her last go. Incredible.
Insane. She could have played it so safe, but she just switch flipped it and locked it up right then and there. So cool. She is a legend.
You know when the skater in second place can't overtake the winner? That's it says a lot about what Chloe did here today.
So dominant.
Again and again.
That's why I love this format. Make some noise for Margie, everyone!
Marjolaine Didal still going for that late back heel. Late back foot heel, I should say.
Chloe's about to be on her way to the actual triple set. 25K
head down there with her.
Yeah. Can we get a live cam on the real triple set?
That'd be fun to see.
Her dad, her agent, Tom Curran.
Take a look at some highlights of Chloe sealing it here in Santa Monica. Butters kickflip.
Heel flip. What I liked is 3 flip tricks for her 3 scores. Skating the triple set how you are supposed to skate it.
True, and taking the chances, and the chances pay off for Chloe Cavell. Completely dominant here. As we kind of expected, but you know, she had to work for it. She really did. And now we're gonna send it down to Alex, who's with our winner. Alex.
Well, I'm down here with our winner of the SLS Takeover Santa Monica, Chloe Cavell. Chloe, you only needed a 3, and then you decided to go for the switch flip anyway. Tell us what was going through your head.
I was kind of just like, I just had to send it, you know? I was just like, I go big or go home, you know?
Yeah, it seems like, you know, you were had some pressure on yourself. How do you break through that pressure?
I'm just out here having fun, like skating with my friends. So, you know, I was having such a great time, and I just wanted to try land it, so.
A wonderful performance out here, Chloe. Congratulations on the win. Men's final coming up next.
Great work once again. Chloe Cavell, 3 flip tricks down the set. Now let's take a look at the Wolfpak final standings. Chloe Cavell from Australia up on top with a 23.8. With a 19.3, Japan's Aoi Uemura. And rounding out the podium from the Philippines, Marjolin Didal with a 10.9. Guess what? Chloe Cavell also skating out of here with the monster highest scoring trick of the final. Switch flip right there, 8.3. She got about 5 points more than she needed on that one. Takes that one to the bank.
What about the pace of the music? How they get you going? Because they had us going.
So men's final coming up with the top 3 skaters out of today's earlier Wildcard Jam, and then the legends of SLS, including Yuto Horigome. Men's final coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Wow, and that right there, your women's final winner here at the Santa Monica Takeover, Chloe Cavell.
Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Kona Big Wave, Bring the Aloha, by Amino Heal, Protect Your Brain, by California Skate Parks, the world's most recognized skate parks design and build firm, by Monster Energy, Unleash the Beast, and by Dios Azul Tequila, Embrace the Spirit.
Get your tickets at nitrocircus.com.
Kona Big Wave, Liquid Aloha.
Wolfpak.com delivers high-performance, customizable bags and backpacks designed for skaters and fans alike. All united by their passion for skateboarding. Elevate your game and gear up with Wolfpak, where style meets functionality. Join the movement at Wolfpak.com.
The men out here warming up right now. Right now on course, we got Shane O'Neill, Julian Agliardi, Deshaun Jordan. Wait, is that the Chico's Deli up there? TJ? Yo, make some noise for MGK, everybody! This is officially a party. With the party! Whoa, we get the Konas out here and go great now. Sorry. It's all good. I apologize. This is how the Olympics should be.
It's a bright and sunny afternoon here in
SLS will be in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica, be there.
When I was coming up as a skater, this was definitely like a proving ground spot. It was one of the bigger, more famous gaps out here in California.
Pretty cool. I mean, I'm like grew up skating the west side, so it'd be cool to do a contest on the pier. I don't think that's ever happened before, so.
A lot of people would come here and not have a name in skateboarding, and they would do something on this and it would solidify their position for a lot of skaters coming up and big name pros who already made a name for themselves like P-Rod.
When I think of the triple set, gotta be P-Rod Swiss tray, right?
One of the biggest sets that I've seen someone just launch a trick down.
Good for skateboarding, good for SLS.
SLS Santa Monica.
Yeah, let's go.
Nigel Houston, his 7th championship title.
There she goes.
Wow. Oh, the U-Tornado. He has never looked better. Doing what he's famous for. It's SLS Santa Monica Takeover, presented by Kona Big Wave. From Southern California, the birthplace of skateboarding, the hub of skate culture, and the home of so many skate superstars and legends. Today begins a new chapter in the SLS story with the first of its kind spot takeover, Santa Monica, with a tribute to the world-famous triple set that's been a proving ground in skateboarding going back over 2 decades. As far as I could tell, Donnie Barley, front 180, Welcome to Hell, 1996.
Was that the first thing?
Prove me wrong, we'll see. We're on the world-famous Santa Monica Pier, and the energy has been turned up to 11.
MGK DJing right now?
You never know what's gonna happen on the pier in Santa Monica. That much I know. The crowd has turned out, and the best part about this weekend, it's all free, courtesy of SLS. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Paul Zitzer, along with Sean Malto. We've had a crazy day already. It's been a ton of fun. We saw a crazy Wildcard jam just to kick things off.
Yeah, Wildcard was absolutely nuts. Just so many tricks went down, very chaotic, and then that women's final was insane.
Yeah, and then we had a women's final for the ages. Chloe Cavell, almost no surprise getting it done, but there was a surprise, leaving the best for last.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy for her, but she did 3 flip tricks down the set in 7 tries and ran away with it.
Yeah, so men's final coming up. 3 skaters in this final coming out of our Wildcard jam that we saw earlier, and it was mayhem. There's Julian Jang Agliardi, just putting down major moves. Little dude, ton of experience though.
And then the big guy, Cordano Russell, just doing the most insane fakie tricks we've ever seen.
But then the powerhouse from Peru, Angelo Caro. He was in control of the Wildcard jam from the get-go. He made more tricks than anyone, and the hardest tricks. He 360 flipped into everything. Those 3 guys are in tonight's final. Now here are all the skaters in the final. Deshaun Jordan, Braden Hoban, Shane O'Neill is a late entry, Alex Midler, Thrasher cover boy, Louis Lopez, Chris Jocelyn, and Yuto Horigome. That's anyone's game out there for real. I'm gonna have to go with Chris Jocelyn on this one because it's a big set of stairs. The points seem to be going to skaters that are going for flip tricks and spins down the set versus onto the rails. We'll see, but that is all Chris Jocelyn. I mean, we've seen it time and time again in SLS. I assume we're gonna see it again here today on the pier. How about you, Sean?
Yeah, Jocelyn's definitely one of the best jumpers in the world. And Man, it's so hard because my pick was gonna be Nyjah Huston. I was really excited to see him skate. He's obviously one of the best contest skaters we've ever seen in the world, but unfortunately got a little hurt in the streets right before this.
So that said, following his 100th 9 Club in Miami, you got a chance to sit down and offer your thoughts on Nyjah's greatness throughout the years of SLS. This is the Monster Energy in passing. Nyjah going for his 100th 9.
I think Nyjah getting 100 9s, that blew my mind.
Welcome to the 900 Club, Nyjah Huston.
Not only is he getting 9s from the beginning, he's getting 9s with different tricks throughout 15 years of skating street leagues. It's crazy. The ones that stood out to me is, you know, obviously the back 3 nose blunt, and I think he got a 9.9 for that.
Hey, look at that! What is this kid made of? The highest score again in street league history, 9.9!
Back 3 kickflip lip.
9-point rightfully so. That was an absolute...
Nollie heel back lip, the big rail in New Jersey. It's just crazy to see his dominance like that still to this day. Nyjah is the street league GOAT, hands down, you know? It's like watching Tiger in his prime almost, or Serena Williams. And if you talk about the longevity, straight up LeBron James. 100 9s, and I said this during the contest.
I don't think anybody is ever gonna come close to that.
Dude, congrats Nyjah, that's insane. 100 9s, dude, you're the man.
Let's take a look at the schedule. So stick around all year. We kick things off in Miami, where Haisa Lael and Nyjah Huston took the first 2 wins of the year. We're here in Santa Monica today. Chloe got her win, and we're heading on to that one TBA is going to be Brazil takeover. But then we got Paris, France coming up in October, and Super Crown Final in Brazil, December 6th and 7th. We'll be filling in those blanks, so don't go anywhere. Let's take a look at the look back from Miami by 10X Health. Craziest final of all time from Miami. But you are watching SLS Santa Monica. It's the takeover presented by Kona Big Wave. Stick around for men's finals right after this.
Kona Big Wave, Liquid Aloha.
Welcome back to SLS Santa Monica Takeover, presented by Kona Big Wave, and the skate fans have turned up in droves on the pier at this famous Santa Monica triple set replica built special for today's event. It's all free for the spectators, celebrating skate culture and skateboarding. Now let's talk about how this takeover works with the basics. Seven single trick attempts are on the board. A skater's top 3 scores count towards their final score, and a tie is broken by a skater's highest single trick score. Sean, it's a really simple and straightforward formula here at the takeover.
It's simple and straightforward, but it's not easy, that's for sure.
No. You have to make 3 tricks, and they better be your best hammers, because you know you're skating against the world's best. And 3 of the skaters in tonight's final, we already got to see what they're about to do. We saw Cordano, we saw Angelo Caro, and we saw Julian Agliardi skate in the Wildcard Jam. Heavy moves. I mean, what you would expect, of course, but Cordano did some extra special moves.
Yeah, those 3 ripped so hard, and I think it really kind of put into perspective what type of tricks we're gonna see, but completely different format. These 7 tries have to be very intentional, a lot of pressure on every try, so we'll see how the wild card skaters adjust.
Yeah, especially after all the skating they already did.
Yeah, what did we count? 20 plus attempts they had?
But so we're gonna take a look now at the current start list with Yuto Horigome out. So Julian will be first in, Cordano, Angelo, and on and on. Yuto is officially out. I don't have any word on why, but it's a bummer because I wanted to see him rip.
So no Yuto and no Nija Houston.
So the door is wide open here.
That clears the table for these 9 gentlemen to secure a win.
Shane O'Neill has won SLS in the past. Braden Hoban won San Diego last year, so we could have a repeat winner. But regardless, this is the first ever takeover. It's going to be a new takeover winner, first ever, and there's 25 grand on the line for first place. And once again, there are championship Super Crown points on the line here also.
Yeah, 25 grand is definitely nice to take away in one weekend, but the big prize is the Super Crown in Sao Paulo, so getting those points, making it to the Super Crown is the objective.
There are VIPs here galore in Santa Monica. Just to name a few that I've seen, Rick Howard was here earlier. Chris Roberts lurking around with Jerron Wilson representing 9 Club. Fabrizio Santos, he's in the mix. Dave Duncan.
Brandon Turner, Mike Carroll's here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, legends for days. So if you're here, keep an eye out for those guys. Get a photo, get an autograph. Whatever, they're rad. Everything going on here today is awesome. Now it's time to meet our skaters. Julian Jang Agliardi, skating in his first ever SLS event at 15 years old.
Next in, someone about twice the height of Julian, Cordano Russell from Carlsbad, but skate for Canada.
And the winner of the Wildcard Jam earlier, he won his way here from his third place finish at Tampa Pro, Angelo Caro for Peru.
And one of the sickest dudes out. Such a good jumper as well, Deshaun Jordan, who also has a Street League win under his belt.
That's right, another skater with a win. Braden Hoban from San Diego. He won his first ever SLS stop last year in San Diego. Here we go, Braden Hoban.
Shane O'Neill, a former champion, one of the most legendary skaters. Excited to see him out here.
Thrasher cover boy, backlip of death, absolute beast, Alex Midler.
Louis Lopez also has multiple Thrasher covers under his belt, 30 years old from Hawthorne.
Everybody loves Louis. And my pick, because he's one of the greatest jumpers of all time, Chris Jocelyn. Crowd's gonna be getting behind Jocelyn because they know what to expect. If anything is maybe an issue for Jocelyn, it's that this set could be bigger and he'd still do all his tricks and it would give everybody else a harder time. But that's not the case, so whatever. We'll see what happens.
They haven't made anything too big for him yet.
That would be a first. Judges today, we've got Kelly Hart, Billy Marks, and Big Cat. They'll be making the final call on all the tricks. And off we go. Julian Agliardi straight in with a kickflip, backlip, just like that. Now, it will be interesting to see how the guys who skated in the Wildcard Jam fare in this final, because they skated for a long time, and now they've had a cool-off period, and they're back at it.
Yeah, I always felt that that was really hard to do, but Julian's 15. I'm sure nothing's really bothering his body too much.
6.8 for Julian. But on the flip side, size-wise, Cordano Russell, I mean, big dude. He's graceful, but still a lot of weight there.
Cordano really takes his health seriously, though. He works out a ton, does the right thing, so he's in great shape.
Coming in fakie. Yes!
Wow. Okay, wild card's working.
It really is. Front cab, front lip, Cordano Russell.
And that is such a blind trick. When you're frontside cabin like that, you don't really know exactly where you're at. So it's very risky, very dangerous. I think this has an opportunity to get into the club. Oh, it was close. 8.8. 8.8.
Coming in next, #1 qualifier out of the Wildcard Jam from Peru, Angelo Caro. He won his way into this event with a third place finish earlier this year at Tampa Pro, and it was mayhem. He skated so good, he's so consistent. Coming off on the 360 flip, front board. And then we move on to the SLS pros. Deshaun Jordan.
That is Deshaun Jordan. Yeah, that's right. We love those cheers.
Oh, like nothing. Deshaun Jordan, laser, first go.
Chilling. Those long sweat shorts, laser flip down the triple set.
Perfection.
Perfection, exactly how you want to start.
All right, Braden Hoban. Oh, 9.1 for Deshaun Jordan. Straight into the club just like that.
Straight into the 9 club. Based on how this season started, I think you got to average a 9 at least to win.
Taking another look. That's how it's done. So Braden Hoban earlier was claiming he doesn't have a lot of jumping tricks, but we'll see.
He is one of the best hubba skaters there are. So he has options.
Ollie impossible.
Perfect, perfect. And like we said, that triple set is where all the points are. This Dos Azul replay for the impossible.
7.7.
Score is in 7.7.
So the judges don't love the impossible, but it is one of those, it kind of stays on your feet. It's a little more consistent than, let's say, a laser. All right, Shane O'Neill, in. Going straight for the nollie back heel.
That's a signature for Shane O'Neill. Really, really good at that trick.
Yeah, Tim O'Connor and Andrew Cannon are on the mics announcing to the house. Tim was just mentioning Shane's switch double tray down the real triple set. See if we get one of those today. Alex Midler in next for attempt number 1 of 7 here in the men's final from Santa Monica. Nice backside 3. Got a little sketchy on the landing. I don't think that's gonna matter.
No, it was a little weird on the landing, but he was able to just kind of tic-tac out enough. Yeah, I think it's all right. I don't think he's gonna get docked too much for that.
A 7.9. So still better than an Ollie Impossible. The back 3 with a sketch, better than a clean Impossible. Louis Lopez in. The thing I might like most about Louis, other than the fact that he's just incredible, is you don't know what you're going to get from him.
Nah, and he has the best style.
Joslin coming off on his first attempt at the big flip. Back to the top of the order for second tries, Julian Agliardi.
Coming in.
Bolts, 270 lip slide. Is that going to count for much?
Back 3 lip. It's definitely a great, solid trick. I think throughout the years, it's kind of became somewhat of a standard, but definitely will be a solid score.
7.0. Yeah. Julian in the lead.
The board doesn't leave your feet, and I think just as the progression of Street League has gone, it just became not as high scoring.
Cordano, attempt number 2. Whoa, there we go. Fakey heel back lip or
Fakey heel back lip.
Yeah.
And this is something that nobody does besides him. So this is gonna get a great score. Fakey heel. Gotta get that truck up and over into the back lip.
Welcome to the 9 Club, Cordano Russell.
Very well-deserved 9 Club. And even, I will say, 9 might be a little underscored for that one. Fakey heel, back lip. You don't see that very often at all.
Cordano up on top with a 17.8. And back to Angelo Caro. There we go, 360 flip front board. That's what we expect, and that's what we saw from him in the wild card. And the interview he did after with Alex, he's like, you know, this is my dream. I'm here today. I'm here to make it happen. He's not gonna hold back.
Yeah, he really cares. He really wants this. Tray flip into a front board. I do like that he brings it back to regular. Again, it is one of those tricks that has been done a lot before in the past of street leagues.
8.7 for Angelo.
8.7, good enough for 4th place for now. Deshaun Jordan coming off that 9.1 laser flip.
Wow, fakey tray.
What makes that trick almost impossible to do down something this big?
When you pop fakey, it's really hard to carry it on something long like a triple set like that, and especially when it's fakey traying, so nothing easy about it, but especially on something long, it makes it a lot harder.
Whoa, Braden Hoban going for the backside flip melon grab, which is, that is a rare trick. We've seen him do it before in street leagues, surprisingly though, but breaking it out here in Santa Monica.
Definitely a little strange.
But at the same time, cool looking trick the way he does it.
Yeah.
And going over the rails, let's go. But so Shane O'Neill 0 for 2, Midler back in.
Midler going for the back 3 nose blunt, coming up a little short.
I did see him eyeing up the 3rd rail on the triple set. I'd like to see him go for something on that because nobody's been messing with that.
No, but that little kink get sketchy for sure.
I don't think Midler's afraid though. We'll see. Okay. Chris Jocelyn coming off 0 for 2.
That's right, we've got plenty of attempts left. Take it back to the top of the order for attempt number 3 with Julian Aguilardi.
Julian back in.
Oh, committed.
Going for the front heel, but just didn't get the right flick from the beginning.
We saw him steal that trick out from under Tyson Bowerbank in the Wildcard jam, but not coming together here in the final. But still a lot of skating still to go. Attempt number 3 for Cordano. He's got 2 makes so far.
Fakey heel 50?
That is such a weird trick.
Kind of went straight over the back of the hubba too. Couldn't tell if he was going front side or back side.
Angelo. Nollie 270 board. Wait. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see this trick very often at all, and especially onto a hubba. Nollieing away from it, 270 into a backboard.
8.7. Good enough for 2nd place.
Wow, look at that. The 3 wild cards are on the podium at the moment.
So in some ways, maybe they put in the work, they calm the nerves, they know what they can do. It might be working to their advantage right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they don't look tired at all. They got extra reps on the triple set.
They got a lot of extra reps.
A lot of extra reps.
Braden missing the grab. You don't hear that a lot in a street contest. That's like it's a vert problem.
I don't have that problem very often.
Shane O'Neill back in, nollie back heel. Bolts!
We've seen this from Shane for a very long time now. Nollie back heel, perfect.
How's that gonna score?
They should score good. I mean, nollie down the triple set, anything's gonna be good.
Right you are. 9 club. And that's just, those are baby games for Shane O'Neill.
Yeah.
The question is can he make 2 of his next 4 attempts? If he does, you know he's going to be right in there.
So big. So big and a quick setup, right? You don't have that much time to get ready for it. But that's as good as you can do an ollie back heel on something right there. Next up,
Alex Midler trying to land his second of 3 needed tricks. Not happening.
No, and the back 3 nose blunt on something that wide of a rail is so hard to get all the way over there.
Louis Lopez back in. Kickflip nose grind.
Got a little sketchy coming out, but how sick Louis is.
The Dios Azul replay. Yeah, a little squirrely,
Yeah.
but
Definitely deserves some Dios Azul after that.
score.
7.3. But he's got a score on the board. Something to build on. Chris Jocelyn trying to get his first score on the board. Come on, Sean, what is happening?
I just think, you know, in this format, you really need to come out strong, and the big flip was there for him early, and it's just kind of floating away from him now, but
Julian back in, front heel.
This is what skating a big set does, you know? Like, you do everything right and not land it.
But you know, we talk about it all the time. This is Jocelyn's ideal setup. Like, this is what he excels at. It's a little sad to see some balls coming in early, but he's got 4 tries left. All right, Cordano Russell. Danger. 0 for 2 on that one.
Just missing that front truck on the fakie heel grind.
He'll have 3 tries.
What I liked is it was a solid fakie heel.
Angelo back in. Ooh.
Missing the flick on that switch heel front board.
Did he really just bounce his head off the ground and get up like that? Beast mode. Deshaun Jordan. Okay, Braden, let's get it.
Can't get the grab. Needs a vert ramp.
Next in, Shane O'Neill.
Right. Shane O'Neill next in, coming off a 9.
Whoa! Just a beautiful switch heel flip.
And you know, we've seen this from Shane many times in the past. If he's on, then it's on. If he's off, then goodbye. But this could be his day.
Yeah, that switch heel, I think he's kind of looking at, you know, not a lot of tricks have gone down right now. I think he's kind of seeing that he can go to like his lesser hard tricks for him and climb up the leaderboard and then see where he ends up for his last 2 attempts.
All right, Alex Midler.
Wow. I would love to see this replay. Was that a nose blunt fully locked up on the square rail, or did the truck hit?
I think he's reenacting it there.
Oh, that was kind of back 180 nose grind all the way around. Still so sick.
Making it look like one tick at all, absolutely perfect.
jeez.
8.8. Midler up in fourth.
Man, that was one of the coolest tricks.
Wow.
So moving on to Louis Lopez. Going the Sheckler route. Half cab flip from earlier. Wildcard jam. All right, Joslin, let's go. Yes. Big flip. So he'll have 3 attempts to put down 2 tricks. And he can finish strong.
And big flip is such a hard trick to do. Down a set of steps. I mean, just even flat ground is not the easiest thing in the world, but this should be a really, really good score for Chris Joslin.
8.9. He needed it and he got it. Julian Agliardi in for his 5th attempt here. Oh, he made it in his first attempt in the wildcard jam. Now getting hung up on it here in the final. We'll see if he sticks with it or tries to move on, because Julian has so many tricks that he can do in his sleep. The front heel seems a little bit of a wild card. Cordano Russell, does he go back to the fakie heel? Nollie big back lip.
Nollie big back lip. This is his signature trick. For him, this is easy. It's not an easy trick for most. I think that's very smart contest skating. Get your 3rd trick locked in.
Jagger Eaton right there. Watching that 7.9 come in.
Jagger Eaton's probably a good dude to talk to about contest skating. He's pretty good at it himself. I just golfed with Jagger actually the other day. He's rehabbing his ankle injury.
Is he a good golfer?
Phenomenal golfer.
Seems the type. Okay, Angelo Caro, 540 flip lip. Angelo Caro putting down a hammer with Cordano Russell up on top.
Okay, this is interesting. 540 flip lip. Needs an 8.4. I think this should do it.
540 kickflip. On a gap to rail. That's nuts.
New leader, 26.2. Angelo Caro winning his way in here from Tampa Pro earlier this year, working his way through the wildcard jam, now in first place here in the final in Santa Monica.
Such a tech trick, too. A lot to time up.
What do you think? Fakey Trey again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Bolts. Textbook Deshaun.
This is such a crazy one to do in a contest down the triple set like this. You gotta, everything has to time up right. The pop, the flick, the catch. One of the hardest tricks down a gap, especially something long. 9.4.
Wow.
Is that the highest scoring trick so far?
Yes, it is. Highest scoring trick of the day. So
Man,
this could be
that too.
This could be Deshaun's day. Still got work to do. 2 attempts still to go. Braden Hoban. Stubborn. Doesn't pay off. All right. Shane's in fourth. He's got a 9 and an 8. He's got 3 attempts left.
So there's 2 ways Shane could think about this. Try to do 9.3 and get up in the first, or land something, drop the 8, and have 2 more attempts.
Switch tray.
Looks like he's going for the first option of just trying to get that 9.3.
He doesn't like a basic trick. He really does not.
No.
Midler.
Who wants to see Alex Midler do this? Come on, everyone!
A 9.6 could put him in the lead.
Oh. And that's all that little kink at the bottom. There's just no way to really tell how it's gonna bump you off.
Oh, I see Pat Duffy.
But Santa Monica wants him to land it. No, that's what matters. No doubt. All right, Luis Lopez coming in next.
I think David Lloyd's cheering him on there. It could be Randy Macho Man Savage, I'm not sure. You never know. All right, Luis Lopez, double zeros. Jocelyn back in.
It must have been kind of a bad throwdown, because you don't see him miss a nollie back heel like that.
We talked about it earlier, though, but there's not a lot of run-up, and you said it's kind of a steep roll-in, right?
Yeah, it's a little steep. I heard some complaints about skating fakie and nollie earlier.
Julian getting hung up on the front heel. 4 falls in a row. These are second last tries. Cordano Russell sitting in second place, an 8.5 moves him back into the lead.
Oh.
They'll have 1 attempt to finish it off. Angelo Caro, current leader.
Angelo Caro, currently in the lead.
He's had an amazing day. Can he keep it going?
But we got John Jordan with 2 9s on the board coming for him. Oh, man! That is amazing right there.
Just couldn't fully rotate out on the switch heel front board.
So Deshaun Jordan needs a 7.8 to take the lead. All right, tray flip 50 could get it done on his last go. Braden Hoban. Well, I guess he was right.
Next in, Shane O'Neill.
Wow. Shane switch double trade, the real triple set, and then just switch trade the SLS triple set.
He's got a 9 and an 8. He needs a 9.3 to get into first.
Wow, 9.3 puts him in first. You got any predictions? Is that a 9.3?
Man, it's right on the line.
9.3, new leader, Shane O'Neill.
Such a beautiful switch tray to make Shane O'Neill into first place.
This is why we love it. Good Lord. Good Lord. All right, next in. Come on, Santa Monica. Let's make some noise.
Midler, can he do it? He's going to.
He's got one more shot at that. That is so gnarly.
That's like the equivalent of a high dive into a kiddie pool.
Into a cold one.
All right, Louis Lopez.
Next up, Louis Lopez.
Trying to get a second score on the board. Sixth attempt. Not happening. He needed it.
You can see kind of aired into the bank when he threw down fakie.
Last skater right here, attempt number 6, Chris Jocelyn.
Oh, Jocelyn gets it done on his 6th attempt.
That did not look right from the beginning. I think he was able to pull that one around, keeping his contest dreams alive.
So he's working his way through it. That, you're right. It's something about it didn't look right, but he's got some serious presence of mind when he's in the air, and he can wrangle just about anything.
Yeah, all is well now. Kind of nollie heel body varial-ish.
9.5. Andrew Cannon almost had a stroke down there yelling out that score.
Chris Jocelyn moves up into 5th place. And just so we're on the same page, he only needs an 8 even.
Yeah, it didn't really rotate all the way back, but he was able to land and kind of correct it, just swerving.
Colin McKay standing by. All right, re-rack for the final attempts presented by Lucy. The order is reversed. Louis Lopez, sitting in the basement, will be first in, followed by Braden Hoban, Julian Agliardi, Midler, Jocelyn, Deshaun Jordan, Cordano Russell, and Angelo Caro. The leader will have final say here today from Santa Monica. And Alex is downstairs with P-Rod.
Well, I'm here with legendary P-Rod, AKA the Rod Father. Paul, you have history with the actual triple set. Can you talk a little bit about seeing the triple set and then seeing this whole scene here?
Yeah, I mean, this is very surreal. It's crazy that like it's such an iconic spot that this contest is based off it. I love it.
And the heat is turning up right here in this last attempt. What do you want to see, Shane, Jocelyn? What do you want to see them pull?
I mean, it's hard because I'm friends with all of them, so I don't want to make any claims. I just want to see them all land their tricks and do everything that they came wanting to do.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Paul. We're going to watch these last attempts after the re-rack. It's hot up here.
It always comes down to this.
P-Rod, what a legend.
It is not over yet. And Louis Lopez is going to kick things off with attempt number 7.
Louis Lopez.
Give it up for Louis Lopez,
out.
Next in, Braden Hoban.
All right, Braden Hoban, let's get this backside flip.
Think he goes for the grab or just straight backside flip?
I think he just goes, I don't know. I hope he just lands it. I hope he just lands it,
Just
whatever it is.
something.
He goes for the grab and sticks it. That's cool.
You know, at the very least, he's not going to win this event, but This could get him some more points for the Super Crown.
For sure. The Dios Azul Tequila replay. Backside flip melon. Over the triple set rails. Braden Hogan.
Next skater in, Julian Agliardi.
Julian in for his final go. Going for the big spin, front hurricane, not happening, but a valiant display of skateboarding here today from Julian Agliardi. Young kid, handling the pressure like a boss, working his way through the wild card, all the way here into the final, putting on a show here for this crowd.
Next skater in, we're going to have Alex Midler. Santa Monica, do you want to see him make this 50-50?
Yes, we do want to see Alex Midler make this 50-50. He needs the crowd. He's got him.
That kick is so aggressive.
Why'd they put that there? They could have just left that part off.
Yeah, it's kind of like how the actual rails are, I think, though, right? Suppose. Trying to make it authentic.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Jocelyn. Okay. Jocelyn needed 8.0 to move into the lead.
Where you pop to go over the rails makes it so much longer.
Dude, what a comeback for Jocelyn.
He went 3 out of his last 4. And this should kick him into first place. Back biggie over the rail, the longest possible way you could skate this spot.
And again, wrangling that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it went vertical at one point, just flying away. Reels it back in with his feet. Needs an 8 or better. 8.8.
And your pick has prevailed for now.
It's not over yet.
No.
4 skaters still to skate. All of them within striking range. But Jocelyn celebrating for now. And his new shoe sponsor, Represent. Good work, Jocelyn. Okay, Deshaun Jordan. An 8.8 is all he needs to move into first.
It looked like a frontside half cab flip.
2 9s. Wow.
Just missing the pop.
3 skaters still to go. Can bump Jocelyn out of that top spot. Cordano, 9.5. That's what he needs. Can he get it?
Santa Monica, he needs you to get behind him.
Do you have any predictions for what trick he might try right now?
No clue.
I like that. Something fakey frontside. Ricky Biedenbaugh.
Ricky's still trying to figure out where he's going.
Wait, that isn't Ricky Biedenbaugh, my bad. Ricky's out of there. That was Chase. Ricky's out there, that's not him. Okay, here we go, Cordano. Oh, that was scary. But Cordano, with grace and poise, gets out of it unscathed. So he's gonna stay in 4th place. Top 3 are set. But the final results are not. Angelo Caro needs a 9.8 to take the win here, or to just move into first.
That's a tall order.
Right here, right now. He needs you.
I'm so sad and thought I was bad for what this slow wheel back is stolen. I will.
Angelo Caro is going to stay in 3rd place and stack some Super Crown points and set himself up nice to hopefully make a few more appearances this year in SLS. All right, Shane O'Neill on deck, needs a 9.0. Chris Joslin just got his first ever SLS win here in Santa Monica. What a wild way to get it, too.
Going 3 out of 4 to end the contest.
And then just going ham on his last 2 and getting it done.
And he's gotten second so many times throughout the year, so it's really cool to see him break through.
Steve James standing by with congratulations. Pat Duffy, Colin McKay. Final standings of SLS Santa Monica Takeover, presented by Wolfpak right here. Chris Joslin, the winner with a 27.2. Shane O'Neill in second, and Angelo Caro, the rookie, rounding out the podium. Cordano Russell missed it by that much in 4th place. And then we saw so much great skating from Deshaun, Braden, Midler, Julian, and Louis. Just couldn't quite finish it. But what a day here in Santa Monica.
We got the podium ceremonies coming right up.
In my opinion, spot takeover is a hit.
Love a spot takeover.
Let's keep it going.
We have a few more of them on the schedule.
That's right, Brasilia coming up. Looking forward to that. Ryan Scheckler congratulating Chris Joslin on not just a job well done here, but just sticking with it year after year, getting this close so many times.
Couple Street League OGs.
Let's take a look at some highlights from our winner right here, Chris Joslin, nollie inward, back 180. Just to get things going, wrangling that backside big spin over the rail, over the triple set.
It's always cool too when people, you know, he didn't have, it wasn't all there for him early, but he was just able to put it all together.
Now we're gonna send it down to Alex, who's with our winner.
Well, an emotional, heartfelt win. First win ever for Chris Joslin here in Street League. He's getting props from all the people. Everybody watches how much this guy fights for it. Chris, your first win, hard fought, last 3 tricks landed. Where is this resilience come in you?
Grandma, straight up, I owe her everything.
I owe her everything. Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you so much, Chris. Emotional Chris Jocelyn after his first win at Street League. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, the crowd. This is a big moment for Chris. It's amazing up here. You can feel it.
We here. Shout out Tech Deck. Shout out to all the skaters. Yes. You know what time it is. Oh, what a finals.
Let's take a look at the Kona trick of the day.
Wow.
And there's no surprise. It's Chris Jocelyn. Here we go. Nollie inward. Heel back 180. Kona big wave, trick of the comp, 9.5 for Chris Jocelyn. On his way to his first ever SLS win here in Santa Monica, California. The spot takeover.
All right. We got the champion, Chris Jocelyn, doing some autographs for the future of skateboarding.
Now we're gonna send it back down to Alex, who's with Julian Agliardi for more on his Wildcard experience here.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm here with Julian Aguilardi. Julian, your first, SLS experience, qualifying up as a wild card. Can you tell me what you learned today?
I learned I'm just gonna. Dude, it was a really good experience. I'm super stoked. It's I didn't think I'd do, even make it. I know next time I just gotta do what I know how to do first, and then after just go for the throat.
Well, you looked very polished out there. You looked very calm and collected. Was there something about going from the wild card to all the pressure's on in the final?
Well, honestly, once I made it to the final, I wasn't even sure. I'm sorry. I'm all stuttering and stuff, but I didn't even think I'd even make it. So once I made it to final, I'm like, oh shoot, it didn't feel as stressful because I'm like, look at the guys. You got Shane O'Neill doing switch. It's like, I'm just gonna do my best,
Julian, you belong up there with all of them. You skated incredible today, well beyond your years. I'm looking forward to seeing you at more FLS stops. Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Now let's take another look at the schedule. 2025 SLS Championship Tour. We kick things off back in Miami. We just saw Santa Monica go down in glorious fashion. We got Brazil coming up July 13th. Don't miss it. And then we'll be moving on later to Paris, France, and finishing the year in Sao Paulo, Brazil for the Super Crown in December. You're not going to want to miss any of those as we work our way through to the Super Crown.
That Brasilia takeover spot's gonna be insane.
Yeah, imagine the crowd there. So once again, an incredible day of skateboarding here from Santa Monica, and a huge congratulations to all the skateboarders that made it through to the finals, but especially today's winners, Chloe Cabell and Chris Jocelyn, for taking it home as they work their way to the Super Crown. Thanks from all of us at Street League for watching. We'll see you next time.